Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Baldur's Gate 3 with me, Break It Dawn. Let's see what's going on in here.
Tastes like chicken. No chicken. Tastes like fish. Gentlemen, contain yourselves. This quarrel sours our feast. Besides, tastes like pork. And what surprise is this? Brothers, look here. I have eyed yet another prize. Fortune favors our bellies. Stranger, be you friend or food. The mark is her measure. Show us the brand of the absolute.
You're quite eloquent for an ogre.
Am I not astonishing? A robust diet makes for a shrewd mind, you see. I am a gourmand. And you, a delicacy. Unless you bear the mark, of course.
Maybe we should be a little careful. Maybe a tough fight since he just teleported. I don't want to intimidate him out of a fight. They're obviously evil. And I'm probably going to go back and pick a fight with the goblins as well. So I'll just be honest. I bear no such brand.
Food? Food? Food.
I like how far away we are. Yeah, so Lump the Enlightened is a little tougher than the rest. I'll save my Divine Smite for him. Also, Chalk is missing health. I'm assuming where Bank hit him in the face with his club. He's gonna go all the way around. Okay. So Blur is giving us disadvantage on attacking this guy. Still worth a shot. Still gonna make his way all the way around. Good, that buys us time to finish off Lump. Sorry, Lump the Enlightened. was a nice hit. We'll keep her up there so she gets the extra chance to hit from the higher elevation.
Watch this.
Alright, and Lump is no more.
What's that?
I didn't see. He has a new ability.
What should I do?
Like teeth, so I assume it has something to do with him being a vampire.
Cry about it.
That's really easy. Did we take a single hit there?
Don't talk to Prasad.
I think somebody may have taken 2 damage, but it's still considered a miss. A scroll of blur, that's really good. Warped headband of intellect. Set the wearer's intelligence score to 17. The enchantment has no effect if their intelligence score is higher without it. This particular circlet is covered in yellow slime and has pieces of half-digested mutton stuck behind the gems. Salami. The Diary of Lump the Enlightened. The considered thoughts of the silver-quilled lump. The triumphs and travels of Lump the Enlightened. Day 1. Now that I see truth, I can scarcely remember a time before. At first, I thought it the human's thin flesh that bestowed this gift, but I've come to believe it was the circlet she wore. There was crunch in that shoe. Day 4. The goblin boss, Dror Ragslin, made a tantalizing proposal. Spare any prey bearing his new god's brand, and feast on the rest. He offered considerable coin in return. And Lump's Warhorn. Sound this horn to call Lump's frenzied band of ogres. They'll feast on anyone they can get their hands on, but if you've made a deal with them, they'll make an effort to spare your party. A simple horn belonging to Lump the Enlightened. The mouthpiece is crusty with chunks of dried food.
Don't touch me.
So I wonder if that's a way to open up the fight. Or knock the ceiling on the ogre's head if it
I've got a long
does
road
damage.
ahead.
Alright, Fables of Faerun 5, The Boy and the Beholder. Shepherd's son tended to his father's flocks on the banks of the Chianthar. The days grew long, and the boy grew bored. To amuse himself, he called out, "Beholder, beholder!" The shepherd came running, but there was no beholder. The boy pointed and giggled, but the shepherd scolded him. "Do not cry beholder when there is no beholder. Promise? Also, what is a shepherd going to do against a beholder?" "I promise," said the boy. But the next day was as boring as the last. "Beholder," the boy cried, and his father rushed to his side. The boy laughed and laughed, but the shepherd only frowned and shook his head. 3 days later, the boy spotted a round figure floating in the distance. It had one giant eye in the middle of its face, a mouthful of pointed teeth, and thin stalks growing from it, each with an eye peeking from the tip. "Beholder, beholder," he shouted, but no one came. The beholder began to float toward him, and the boy turned and sprinted along the river. He ran and ran until he reached a high bank and could run no more. The boy cried and cowered, bracing for the beholder's deadly ray. Instead, a familiar voice said, "Turn around." The boy turned. There was no beholder, only the shepherd clad in a woolen cloak. A giant eye was painted on the front, and a toothy mouth below. Vines were sewn to the cloak's edges. "You scared me," sobbed the boy. "That makes us even," said his father, as he dried the boy's tears. The boy never cried beholder again. That's a little bit happier ending than The Boy Who Cried Wolf, I guess depending on which version you've heard.
Need to find a way forward.
The Folly in the Fall. Though clearly old, this handbill has managed to maintain its bold print over time. For one season only, see the play that sent Elturel's Everlight Theater into chaos. The Sharp-Tongued Traveling Troupe presents The Folly in the Fall, a tragedy in 4 parts. Part 1. Of Lost Netheril, that great wizarding empire in humanity's Age of Wonder. Part 2. Of the great mage Karsus, his brief and terrible godhood, and the ruin he wrought. Part 3. Of Netheril's Fall, 1,000 years of shade and Shar's subversion. Part 4. Of Netheril's return, and its shadow falling upon the land. Penned by the great bard Bragan Feg, The Folly in the Fall tells the true story of the flying Netherese city Thultanthar, and its dramatic return after 1,000 years in exile on Shar's Plane of Shadow. To the climactic battle above Myth Draenor, rendered in stunning detail thanks to the finest thaumaturges on the coast. Direct on your village green as a Sharp-Tongued Traveling Troupe. Makes its transit to Baldur's Gate. See it now, or face 1,000 years of sorrow. I don't know if we read Volume 7 of this. Nope, this is new. Lyra, Lady of Deception, the goddess who wears many masks. Invoke her name, avoid perception. She hides your lies and secret tasks. For joy, to Lyra you must call, and worship her through soul-felt dance. To find her presence in fest halls, do not give idleness a chance. Loviatar's pleasure is your pain, your scars an offering. Scourge or candle, whip or cane, can your devotion bring. I've read this one. And The Approachable East Volume 4. We've read one of these. Okay, this is new. What a land is Cormyr. Certainly the geography is dramatic, edged by mountains and sea, filled with forests and swamps. Why dwell on these when the great walls of Suzail loom ahead? One sees the city's walls as one approaches, but there is no understanding them from a distance. It's only as one gets close, and they loom higher and higher and higher, that one appreciates the majesty of Suzail. I passed through gates the size of castles to enter this magnificent city. The streets are patrolled by elite armored knights known as Purple Dragons, and frequented by nobles in the most elegant fashions. The Purple Dragon Knight is a prestige class in Neverwinter Nights. It's cool to see it mentioned here. Its port is filled with ships from across a sea of fallen stars, carrying goods from lands I only knew from legends. The docks overflow with fruit, spices, silks, and animal pelts. You will not see a finer market, if you have the golden lions to spend. Also, the harming of cats is strictly forbidden, a thoroughly civilized land. Oral Histories of Faerun, Paladin Oathbreakers. This book is comprised of several chapters, one for each cited source. It claims to contain first-hand transcriptions of the oral histories of several storytellers throughout the realm. Chapter 7. Valimor the Outcast. 52 years of age, Human Paladin Oathbreaker. Given Valimor's reputation in Athkatla, the city she once called home, I met the former Knight Officer of the noble and exclusive Order of the Radiant Heart with no small amount of trepidation. She has lived as an outcast for some years now, and the rumors of her character quite preceded her. I spoke to one of the prelates of the Order, who described her as a dreadful, sadistic traitor, warning me that to find her would be suicide, that she would kill me before I could speak a single word. He was wrong. When I finally tracked her down, we spoke for hours, and I left with her blessing to share her story. I will not disclose our meeting place, as the Order punishes those who violate their vows with beheading. Of course I regret it. Breaking an oath isn't going back on your word. It's not an ethical quandary. It wrenches out a part of your soul. Before, I could call on angels to fight alongside me. I could banish fiends back to the hells and demons to the abyss. All with a thought and a prayer. I lost my voice. I speak, but this isn't my voice. It's an echo, a whisper. Tell them this. Most days I wish I died rather than breaking my oath. But I never take back what I did, what I refused to do. Damn the Order. Service became dogma, obedience was virtue, the question was sin. Justice and duty are uncomfortable bedfellows, and eventually they make bastards of us all. Well, sometimes it is better to break your oath because it's the best way to uphold your oath.
That's curious.
Alright, stuffed bear. This bear, oft torn and repaired, seems one good squeeze away from crumbling into moldered stuffing and threadbare patchwork. Also, let's go ahead and equip this. My character doesn't really need intelligence, but it can help with some dialogue checks. I think the only one that needs intelligence is Gale. And I'm pretty sure his is already at 17.
The tiefling's corpse stirs with the spell. You realize the tiefling's body has been torn open by huge hands.
Who did this to you?
Ogres, hungry, bloodied, screams.
Where are you from?
Elturel, Zoru, friend.
Well, she said ogres killed her, right? But Zoru's party was killed by the Githyanki. What brought you to the village?
Strange warriors. Gold, skin, silver blades.
Where did you see those warriors?
Mountains, road, gate.
Anything of value you happen to have?
True sight, no coin.
A tarnished locket. This locket opens to reveal an intricate illustration of a stone tower. The words Elturel, Strength and Unity are inscribed across the top.
Keep your paws to yourself, and I won't cut 'em off.
Astarion, I need you to get caught trying to steal. Will not be successful. Darn it, Astarion. You're terrible at this.
The thief's been emptying pockets around here. You might want to allay some suspicions before things get out of hand.
So I don't know if attacking here, because they're not hostile.
Someone's been rifling through the wrong pockets. You sense now would be a good time to clarify if that someone is you.
I assure you, I've committed no crime.
You quickly clear things up. Obviously, you aren't the thief reported.
But we need to go help out our buddy Astarion. Okay, it's a good way to start a fight. Not sure what happened here. Send him in dialogue. Go back to Astarion. Here we go. All right. That's fine.
Let's cook with fire, baby.
So he seems to be bugged out, which is unfortunate. Let's try to force a end turn. I can do that. Doesn't help. Well, I'm not sure what to do here. Did I save before trying this fight? Well... it looks like I did save. Alright, let's reload this. That's aggravating. I tried all the typical end turn keys, like backspace, but that's really it. But I hit a few other keys too. And nothing helped.
Shall we? Don't mind if I do.
I'll just hang out here till she notices.
The thief's been emptying pockets around here. You might want to allay some suspicions before things get out of hand.
I'm heating up. Say bye-bye.
Throw stuff at me.
Let's see.
Alright, position my paladin into the door so he can't get through.
Come on then.
Smell blood.
Your time has come.
I was a little nervous about trying to aggro
You can carry me.
non-hostile creatures because it might break my oath. But I definitely didn't want these guys walking around. They're very evil, right? Let's go take a short rest.
I'm so tired. How do people do this all day?
Can I pick this up? I cannot. Alright, so Warning to the Sword Coast, I'm pretty sure we've read before. It's the anti-tiefling propaganda. Alright, the True and Impossible Adventures of Tenebrux Morrow, Volume 1. An excerpt from the True and Impossible Adventures of Tenebrux Morrow, a pulp serial following the real-life exploits of an interplanar ship's captain. The real Captain Morrow is known never to have left her native Waterdeep, and emerges from her rooms at the yawning portal only to exchange scrawled manuscripts for fresh meals and ink. His red dragon thus dispatched, the knight had no choice but to leap from my ship, crash into the new bride's deck, even as his mount was swallowed by the eerie gloom of the astral plane's shifting tides. Faithful Norals was upon him instantaneously, clawing and biting, alas in vain. Astral projection thwarts even the fury of a tabaxi cabin boy, and the treacherous Githyanki only laughed as Neural's formless blows passed harmlessly through him. The Knight's Silver Sword came about in an arc that missed Neural's entirely, but nearly clipped the spiritual cord, anchoring the tabaxi's stalwart soul to the plane. I mourned as my faithful feline companion faded from existence, but did not hesitate. The Githyanki only smirked lazily at my charge, anticipating the futile effort of another bound by the laws of this plane. But that is not and has never been Captain Tenebrux Morrow. Unlike poor Norals, I'd entered this plane in my full-fleshed form. A fact I demonstrated by thumping the warrior solidly between the legs. He tumbled over the new bride's rail and down into the mists, even as a fresh horde of dragons rose from the distant dead citadel of Tunaroth. Like, Dread would have worked just as well there.
Just another crate.
So we do have the well we can explore. We've done everything up here so far, right? Yeah, 3 full buildings. Alright, to the well.
Apart from an overgrowth of moss, the well looks unremarkable.
Here into the well. I don't know why I'm receiving a -1 to the check. I mean, I guess the headband's still compensating for it, because I should only get a +3. The headbands give me a +4. Make up for the -1 that I have, but it's weird they still count the -1.
Dry stones line the wall. At the bottom, something gleams in the dappled light.
Throw a coin into the well.
The coin disappears into the darkness, landing with a soft clink.
Climb down the bucket rope.
Webs everywhere. It feels like home.
Where's my gold at? So this is the same place that's connected to... Why does that count as stealing?
What to do?
Sounds like something's less than pleased. My faith protects me.
Eder caps. Yes, a vampire bite, it heals him. It's like the blood from a living creature to regain hit points. The target takes 2 to 8 piercing damage, but not if it is sleeping or if you are hiding. The target is humanoid, you become happy, and the target becomes bloodless. Fighting a creature does not break stealth. And happy. Astarian's vampiric hunger has been temporarily sated, +1 to all attack rolls, saving throws, and most ability checks. And bloodless. Feels a bit woozy, -1 to attack rolls, saving throws, and most ability checks. Oh, neat. Okay. Vested. What does that mean? Strong with tiny spiders that deal 1 to 4 piercing damage and 1 to 4 poison damage each turn. When hit with a melee attack, the infestation spreads to the attacker. Upon death, the infestation spreads to all nearby creatures. Oh, that's awful. Removed by fire or acid. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. Oh, great, phase spiders. I didn't mean to provoke a whole fight. Your sword does fire damage, so... Wait, she's still infested? I guess I had to hit first. Oh, either way. Give him a little smack. I feel like there's a waste of a critical hit. Alright, please hit. Of course not. Get out of the fire, please. Why did they teleport up there just to... Alright, so they don't know what they're doing. I could have played that a little better. I want to get out of the fire if I can. Might still be standing in it right there. Alright.
Keep going.
That way they don't have an advantage on their range attacks. You gonna do it again? Oh. How smart are they? Only 6.
Stay on my feet.
If you guys want to stop that, that'd be great. Hey, come on down, buddy. Alright, on that spider. Let's say to get to this guy. Not entirely sure how I'm gonna do. I guess like this. Can't shove, but maybe next turn.
Life comes easy these days.
We also have range attacks, so maybe that'll work. There we go.
Hey, good looking. Won't last much longer like this.
Shouldn't have wished to live.
Now you guys need to come to me. And try not to die. I don't like where she's running, but I think it'll be fine. So we probably need to take a long rest. wonder how you're supposed to get to that. I'm not sure. Alright, let's check out the backpack, and then I think we'll call it here. Gold and a lyre. And next time we'll explore the Whispering Depths. We'll probably go back and do a long rest, because we're in pretty rough shape after that fight. And we're out of short rests. I have a couple heals I could use. I might do that instead. In fact... I probably should have just used Prayer of Healing and not my Lay on Hands. It's fine. I didn't think she still had it available. I thought it was on cooldown. Alright. I'm going to call it here. Next time we'll explore the Whispering Depths. And then we should be done with the Blighted Village. I'll see if I can't figure out how to get to this as well. Maybe I can throw something else at it and knock it down. We'll see. Either way for now, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.